Whale Hater here for another packet tracer. We are going to be doing packet tracer 1129. This is for Cisco CCNA course number 2, the packet or the routing and switching course. Now, if you clicked on this video because you are really confused on how to find the device names and the interfaces that they're using to connect to other devices, then you are not alone. It is a really tough one, just using the show commands that they're giving you. So if that's you, that's why you're here. You have all the addresses and subnet masks all filled out just perfect, but you can't figure out the device name or interfaces. I want you to click right there. If not, continue watching, and we're going to start from the beginning and kind of work our way through this. So first, what we're going to do is for each device that's listed, R2, R3, or R2, S3, all these ones, we're just going to click on them, and we're going to do the get to the enabled or the privileged exec mode and just hit show running. We're going to do the running config files. Spacebar down to the bottom. And all we're going to do basically is just going to look for ones that are on. So let's see, we want the gigabit Ethernet 00. So we got this right here. That's the address. We'll just copy paste that in, save ourselves some time. And then we've got the subnet mask. Okay, let's do that for all of those. There's the gigabit Ethernet 01. Copy paste. And the subnet mask. And the last one is the gigabit Ethernet 02. Okay, so we're just going to do that on each one of these devices down the line. And I'm going to pause this and we'll jump ahead a little bit to save ourselves some video time. Okay, so we got that done, except for our central server, and that's going to use a little bit different command. What we're going to do now is start working on some of these other device names and interfaces. And there's two ways that we can do that. There's the hard way, and then there's the easy way. The hard way would be to pull up, let's say, the R2, and then we would have to go into the configuration terminal. We would say just pick an interface, let's say G00, and then we would shut that one down. We'll shut that one down. Okay, so you see that the line went down. We'll hit D1. So we have to click on two different devices to do it this way. And we can see right here at the very bottom, it says that the gigabit Ethernet 01 is detached. So we know that D1 attaches to R2 using the interface G01. So we can enter that in. So G00, if I'm remembering correctly, yep, 00. Holds D1, or that's the device it connects to, and the device D1 interface that uses is the G01. So we're going to say G01. That's the hard way. Let me show you the easy way. So you'd have to do that to all of these and figure it out. Let's not do that, okay? We're going to pull this interface back up with the no shutdown command. And then we're going to exit back out, exit out, till you're, till you're in the global config mode, okay? And then you're going to enter in this command. Here we go. CDP run, enter. That's so easy. So go ahead, pause the video, and go through and to each device, get into the global config mode and enter that command right there. When you're done, come back. Okay, so now we can start entering in some of these device information. It's so fun. I mean, it just makes it easier than easy can be. And you're not going to find this stuff without doing this command. So we'll do our show command, show CDP, and then neighbors. And it's going to tell you exactly which devices connect to which interfaces and what interface they use to connect to you. Isn't that cool? So S3 is connected to on our router, on R2, with gigabyte 02. So on the 02, that connects to S3, and it uses, and this is the port ID that it's using to connect to us. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, they're all G0, G01. So we can do that. G01. And then D2 is connected to 01. So 01, D2. So we can, again, go through and do that on each one of our interfaces here, or each one of our devices. So the password Cisco enable class is the password for that. Configure, oh, we already did, I already went through and did all these, so we'll just do a show CDP neighbors. And you can see that it's got 4 interfaces. We're on D1. So D1 has, it's, let's see, on the fast Ethernet 24, so that's this one, it's connecting to a device S1. So we can enter that in. So go ahead and go through doing all of these. This is the device name that it's connecting to our device, the D1. This is the interface on our device that we're on, the D1 device. The device that is connecting to it is using this interface. Okay, remember that. That's important. All right, go ahead and go do that to each one of those. And we'll be back here shortly. Okay, so we've got everything else configured except for the central server. This is the last one we're going to do. So just click on central server, and most of it's pretty easy. I mean, we're just going to be copy pasting in here. Now for this, we know that the only thing that's connected to it is S3, right? Because you can see it's just connected there. Now we're going to have to use a little bit of deductive reasoning on what interface it's being used. So let's pull up the S3. Let's do our show command for show IP interface brief. Okay, now why do I say deductive reasoning? So there's only going to be 2 interfaces it's being used. We can see them, 1, 2. And there's going to have only 2 up. So we've got this one that's up, and that's the gigabit Ethernet 01. And we know that that's connected to the router. So that's the router side. And the other one that's going to be up is right here. That's the fast Ethernet 1. So we can assume, I think pretty safely, that it's connected to, that the device S3 is connecting to the central server with the ports or the interface number F01. So there we go. We got everything configured, and it wasn't that hard. It wasn't as hard as you thought, was it? Just had to have a little bit of additional information. So everything is configured and ready to go. You guys are always awesome. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe and comment below if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to get those answered. All right, guys. Peace.